Christmas night and everybody's eating. Telephones are ringing, asking to take part. It's Christmas night and television's beaming. Children's eyes are gleaming, waiting for the dark. They're singing, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la. They're singing, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la. It's Christmas night and lights are all a-glowing, present piles growing, wrapped with pegs and bows. It's Christmas night and snow is falling slowly, carolers are strolling, knocking on the door. They're singing, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la. They're singing, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la. They're singing, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la. Singing, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la.
The lamp is burning low upon my tabletop. The snow is softly falling. The air is still in the silence of my room. I hear your voice softly calling. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love.
I thought I'd show you the socks by the window so you could really see the colors. So far it's like, you know, a few shades of green. I'm not really into dark Christmas themes, so I don't know. I'm sure there's gonna be some changing. It is 24 colors, so I guess I should just go along with it. I wanted to mention too, on this one, where I was having a significant difference in where the yarn was in the color. I ended up ripping it out after I knit a little bit of this stripe, and I ripped it down to the cuff, and then took out what I thought was extra and then reknit. So now I'm pretty close, like with where they're both on the same row count. And this one, I have one on the back. I've got 2 gray stitches. And on this one, I just have probably the equivalent. So I'm probably like 4 or 5 stitches off, which is awesome. Yeah, so that's where it's at. We'll see what happens.
On this winter's night with you, the smoke is rising in the shadows overhead. My glass is almost empty. I read again between the lines upon each page, the words of love you send me. If I could know within my heart that you were lonely too, I happy just to hold the hands I love on this winter's night with you. The fire is dying now, my lamp is growing dim. The shades of night are lifting. The morning light steals across my window panes, where webs of snow are drifting. If I could only have
Morning. I thought I would just share a little of my commute. So I'm now on campus. I think I can zero that out a little bit. Yeah, so I'm just walking up to my office building. I have about a 15-20 minute walk from my car. It's very mild today. A little overcast. Yeah, so hope you're having a good week. I wanted to talk to you for a moment about the Wally and Wiz candy advent I got. So here's the story. It is a Danish owned and run company by a family in Denmark, Danish Sweetmints. The candies are called wine gums. I couldn't find much about that. But this company only makes wine gums, and they make very unique flavors. So each of these little cubes has two flavors. This one is a hibiscus, like jelly, gummy, with a raspberry gummy coated in hibiscus. So they all have these two flavors, and the idea is that the two flavors work together to create a really exceptional taste in your mouth. The candies themselves are quite small. I think you can see. Hold on, I'll open them. Okay, so this is what they look like. They're very small, and they're easy to chew. They're chewier. I mean, not as chewy as a gummy bear, I'd say. Like a soft chew. But yeah, they're really interesting. Oh, the other thing about them is that they make unique flavors. The owner has partnered with some folks in like different chefs and stuff. So he makes some unique flavors. Some of them have 3 flavors. Supposedly this advent, like so far I've opened flavors that are part of the regular lineup, but supposedly there's special flavors in here. So we'll see. Yeah, that's Wally and Wiz. When I looked them up, sorry, I just popped that in my mouth. When I looked up what they were, they still had some advents left, and they're not very expensive, if you're interested. I'm so close to finishing this sweater, but it's so late, and I need to go to bed. I just spent the tonight catching up on other people's Vlogmases. Fun. Yeah, I didn't even get to watch all of the ones that I wanted. These are how many increases I have left. Do you also do this? I feel like everyone does this, but maybe if you're newer to knitting, you may not know this is a thing. So you put a stitch marker for every increase as you knit one sleeve. And then as you knit the second sleeve, you move the marker from here to here. And then that way you always know you have the same amount of rows. So yeah, I just recently did the increase round. That was right there. So this is how much I have left to knit. That much. Maybe I can finish it in the morning and do a quick soak before I leave. But yeah, it's so cute. Oh my goodness. Looking forward to doing the other one. So, Vlogmas wise, who did I watch tonight? I watched Sweet Sparrow. She had completely fallen off my radar. I do love her Vlogmases, although I find that she doesn't usually have the stamina to make it all the way through. And I like Mara-Lisa. She does a great job. I love Homespun House's Vlogmases. I don't really like their regular episodes, but I really enjoy the Vlogmases that they do. Look at the pooling I got on the sleeve. I didn't get any pooling on the body. I noticed that it's happening over here too. You see the striping? Yeah, it's kind of funny to me. Anyway, I'm gonna end this. I'll talk to you more about this sweater when it's done. So I am in my office on Tuesday morning, December 5th. I have student appointments today, so I'm just kind of waiting for them to show up. Oh my goodness. So I wanted to share with you, I have a cast on that I'm going to be casting on in between appointments with this leftover hand spun. I have to do a gift for $5 or less for someone in my department. We do like a grab bag, and it's supposed to be kind of cute and funny. So I am gonna knit a little kitten toy, little cat toy from MochiMochi Land, from those set of patterns. I bought the cat's, her like cat combo pattern, in 2019, I think. Like, I think it's when it came out. It was really, really cute. She has a whole bunch. She has a cat bookmarker too that I was eyeing, and that pattern's free. If I remember, I'll put pictures on screen. But anyway, I think I can work this cat up in between my appointments today, so I'm gonna try. Because it's, you know, like knitting a ball, basically, with a tail and ears and an eye. And you embroider the eyes afterwards, so We'll see. Remember that, like, showing folks how we are making regular old meals is something that I should be doing. So yesterday, so I now cook like maybe twice a week, and then I make enough for 2 to 3 meals each time, and then usually I grab something to go from somewhere. So last night, anyway, I made the most amazing, amazing, amazing chicken dish. It was braised chicken. I'm gonna show you. It's braised chicken thighs, and you put this in, you brown the chicken, then put it in a crock pot or Dutch oven, not crock pot, Dutch oven. And then you cover it with raw sweet potatoes and chopped dates and raw carrots, like all chopped up, and with a little bit of seasoning, and put it in the oven for an hour. And it comes out like this really delicious like stew. You can see like a little shape of carrot there. I used rainbow carrots, so there's a yellow carrot, sweet potatoes, and then all the brown. Oh, there's an onion in there too. What you're seeing is the dates. And I'm just having it with a slice of bread. They suggest serving it over polenta, but I don't have any. Then I did a little quick, just spinach and tomato salad. And the chicken is chicken thighs on the bone. But oh my God, it is so good. So it's from the New York Times, but I don't like curry. I don't like curry taste at all. So whenever a recipe calls for curry, I substitute pumpkin pie spice, which sounds kind of crazy, but it always works and I love it. So that's what I did here. I took out the coriander and cumin and used the same amount in pumpkin pie spice. Amazing, amazing. Finished the second sleeve. It's next night. What is it? The 5th Vlogmas 5th. Look at the pooling. It is so crazy. So that must be the dominant, the deeper colored one from this one, from GarnStories. So also the crazy thing about this, I hope the light's okay or I can film. So the crazy thing is so this is the second skein. I used a little dab of this. I split it in 2. So this is half of the second skein. I just used like, I don't even know, from like the middle of this cuff down. And I still have this left. So it turned out that like, each of these were different yarn, even though it was part of the same, I think it was part of the same surprise club. This was only 400 meters and this was 425 or 450 meters, this one. But even so, that's less than 500 yards. It took less than 500 yards to do this sweater. Anyway, I'm gonna go block it. I'm so excited it's done.
going down this road feeling bad. I'm going down this road feeling bad. I'm going down this road feeling bad, 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 and I ain't gonna be treated this way. I'm going where the water tastes like wine. I'm going where the water tastes like wine. I'm going where the water tastes like wine, 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 and I ain't gonna be treated this way. It takes a $10 shoe to fit my feet. A $10 shoe to fit my feet. It takes a $10 shoe to fit my feet, Lord God, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. Your $2 shoe hurts my feet. Your $2 shoe, it hurts my feet. I said your $2 shoe hurts my feet, Lord God, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. Treated this way. I ain't gonna be treated this way. I ain't gonna.
I've reached the point where I'm unhappy with my Christmas socks. So there's a couple things. One is I'm only 7 days in, which is just short of a third. I haven't finished today's stripe because as I was doing today's stripe, I'm like, there's something going on that's wrong. So this is about the length of what I would normally make a leg, and I'm only 7 days in. So I'm not gonna make a 16-day long foot. So I'm like very kind of frustrated. Like I'm looking at this going, other folks that are knitting other patterns from other socks, they're like this far in on this day, like they're only about halfway down the leg. I'm frustrated. Also, I screwed up this stitch. So I knit through the back, slip 2 through the back loop. You're supposed to slip 2 knitwise. So you can see it's much prettier. I think you can see. So that's purlwise, this is knitwise. So it lays, like I was thinking to myself, like, why are all these leaning this way? Like it looks weird, like shouldn't some be leaning that way? And then I went back to look at the instructions and was, I saw that I've been doing the pattern wrong. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm also like, I don't love this dark theme. And so I went back to look at what the pattern, or what the theme of the sock was, and it is light to dark. So there are presumably some brighter and lighter colors coming. So you're doing this dark theme now. Maybe I want this on the foot. So my one thought is like, why did I do this contrast cuff? This makes no sense. If I'm trying to shorten the leg, I mean, I'm gonna end up with a knee sock here if I keep going. And I thought, okay, I could just keep going and do a afterthought heel instead of trying to do the heel flap the way that the pattern's written. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna think about it. But yeah, I'm ripping these back. So I'm gonna be behind and I don't care. I want something that I can wear and something that I'm gonna like. So just sort of thinking out loud, and I don't know, I may have it resolved by the time you get a chance to see this video and respond. But yeah, I'm bummed, you know, I'm super bummed. Like, yet another dark color. I don't know why it didn't just start with greens. Like, why is there even a blue color here? Like, just 2 shades of green. I don't know. the perils of a mystery. I did look online too to figure out, to see if anyone else has solved this problem or has started their heel flap or anything like that. And so far, nobody. But I can tell you, I am absolutely not using the contrast color on the cuff. If I decide to continue with the pattern, re-knitting so that this stitch looks right, and, you know, getting it down, I'm going to start with this. This is going to be the cuff. I'm going to do the cuff in maybe these 2 bands because this is crazy. I'm not going to have like a sock that goes up over my knee, which is where I'm heading with the number of stripes that there are here. Okay. Keeping it real here. Oh my God, it's really cold today. It is, and we actually have flurries. I don't know if you can see them. It's very light. But I have one more coat that's warmer than this one that I really wish I wore. Oh boy. I also have full gloves and mittens. I really wish I wore them. It's really, really cold. Oh boy. Advent sock update. I re-knit one sock. I have to do the second one just to get up and stay on track. But I just wanted to show you the difference, like side by side, before I rip this one out. Yeah, so I cut off all the gray. I should have done that to begin with. Just so I know that I'm starting on the same round. Because remember, there was a lot more gray at first on this one, and I had to rip back and then cut that down. Huge difference on the textured stitch. It looks a million times better. That's what happens when you don't read directions. Well, this is what happens when you don't read directions. So this is just slipping the stitches, and this is slipping them knitwise. So it makes a big difference. It looks so much better. I also really love that these first 2 very dark colors are the cuff, because then you can kind of see a bit of a pattern in the color changing. Like, I don't know, over here, this entire sock just looks so much darker to me than this one. It's also, you know, a good couple inches shorter, which is awesome. So now I have room for, you know, 2 more stripe repeats that I didn't have before. I did make one other change. This was a little bit tight, even though I used the stitch count that I always use on DK weight socks. I think with the stitch pattern, it just ended up being a little bit snugger. So I added an extra 4 stitches here. So she gives 3 sizes in the pattern. I was making the smallest, and by adding 4 more stitches in the round, so this is now 44 stitches versus 40. I'm right in between. It was either 40, 48, or I think 50 something, 52, 50, 56 maybe. So I went right in between, because she just has you put those extra stitches right in this section here. So this is 6 stitches wide, where this is only 4. So that should also give me the ability to use a little bit more of the stripe repeats in general. So, and with this color, with today's color, I could probably knit one more half round, because it is turning over to the gray. I've learned with the gray, I'm getting about 1.5 rounds. So you can see that it's just 1 row between the color there, but it's 2 here. So there is some variation in, you know, of course, like that's the cushion color, right? So yeah, so I think it's, you know, I think things are looking up. I think it's way better. I'm so glad I ripped it out. At least now with this one done, I can stay on track, at least with the Vlogmas, to show you each color day to day. And I'm gonna work on getting this one caught up. So eventually, like in a day or two, this one I'll be able to have both done at the same time. But yeah, I have to now give this one the same treatment, rip it all out, ditch all the gray at the top, and start anew.
Once in Royal David City stood a lowly cattle shed, where a mother laid her baby in a manger for his bed. Mary was that mother mine, Jesus Christ, her little child. And Mary was that mother mine, Jesus Christ, her little child. With the poor and mean and lowly lived on earth, our Savior holy. With the poor and mean and lowly lived on earth.
You guys, I cast on a Christmas stocking. So last night, I would have filmed it, except my apartment's light is pretty bad. I mean, it's beautiful in the evening, but it's not good for filming. It's bad for filming. So I didn't really show you me rummaging around through my yarns, looking for all the novelty things I have. I actually have a basket in my cupboard where I keep Christmas yarns. So just Christmas yarns that I use for Christmas stockings in case there's ever a need for one. So yeah, I am doing the Dream Tweed, which is like a green. This one's green. There's a pink one too. I have enough. I discovered, this one's called Stardust. I discovered in my Christmas basket of Christmas yarns that I have enough of the pink one, the pink tweed, which is a different name. I don't remember what it is, to make a stocking too. So my plan was to make at least 2 stockings this year. One for my son's father-in-law, my daughter-in-law's father, who they are living with now. I think I told you my daughter-in-law's mother passed away. Yeah, I think I did. She passed away this summer. So my son and daughter-in-law moved in with her dad to help take care of him and for the grievance process. For now, that's what they're doing. Anyway, they're living with him this year. So I wanted to make him a stocking so he could join the rest of us. So I am doing my own Christmas stocking pattern Christmas stocking 2. Actually, I'm doing a bit of a hack because my Arctic winter stockings that I released in 2021 were designed to be knit in the Loopy Mango Dream yarn. So I am following the general instructions for that, but I'm using the chart from Christmas stockings 2. And I'm using for my color work, I'm using this leftover scrap of like this rainbow thick and thin tweed. It's much thicker than the Dream. So in this section here where I was meant to do 2 rows, I decided to just do 1. Plus I'm a little concerned about running out. So I really want to use this completely up in this stocking. So I'm doing variation 1 from the snowflake. Christmas stockings 2 is all snowflake variations. So this is the snowflake variation 1 where it's 2 big snowflakes. So maybe I'll have more of this done by the time I get to showing you my my narrative that I'll do later today. I don't think I have it here, but I found this gorgeous blue. I'll show you that later. Anyway, I'm excited. These are knitting. This is knitting up so fast, and I have enough yarn to make 4 stockings. I really just need 2 this year, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do all 4. I'll just kind of see where we're at. I forgot something. With that thick and thin rainbow yarn, I am holding a strand of metallic gold yarn. I don't remember where I got this from Halcyon Yarns in Bath, Maine. That's the information about it. I know there's a lot of different places. A lot of people are getting their sparkle yarn from Crafty Jackalope. I don't know if she was doing sparkle yarn when I bought this. But I bought a cone of multiple colors. I'm gonna actually just pan right over here to this bag where I'm keeping everything. I have an old, thicker gold sparkle yarn from my days of working in the garment industry. I just took a big cone home one day to play around and swatch. But I also have silver, I have red, and I have like a, I don't know, like a unicorn, mermaid, pink green. I haven't used this one yet. They're all the same brand. Astroglow. I threw in here too some leftover from a sweater I made, this beautiful Corey worsted from La Bien Aimée. It's partial skein, so I think this may make its way into, as a contrast color, into one of the stockings. Yeah. Hi. So it's Friday, December 8th. Just trying to remember. It's where my work from home day, and I have a few little things to do. Not much, but I need to grade papers, and I have to write a report. I cannot get motivated at all. I just want to sit here and work on the stocking and bake cookies and all the other Christmassy things. Oh my goodness, it's so hard. And then usually I don't have any trouble getting my work done when I work from home. I have a few other things that I want to do today. My son is coming over tomorrow, and I really want to, he's coming over for his birthday, to celebrate his birthday, which was last week, with his girlfriend, and I really want to vacuum. I need to wrap gifts. I don't know if I showed you yet, but I will in a minute. I have a lot of gifts to wrap. So I need to do that. I just want to get that done, because I don't want him to come and see like a pile of packages, potentially spoilers for him. I mean, he won't pay that close of attention, but I mean, I could shove everything in a closet, which might end up what I end up doing, but I do need to wrap those things eventually. But yeah, I need to go out and do some shopping, a little light shopping in the neighborhood, and yeah, a bunch of other stuff. I have groceries on the way. They're being delivered. One of the perks of living in an urban setting is grocery delivery is pretty easy and nice. Anyway, I'll catch up with you later. I'm probably going to do my full episode or my full narrative knitting catch up in a little bit, where I'll set up the camera and stuff and just show you things in really nice lighting and stuff. It won't be long though, because my goodness, there's a lot already. Before I go, I thought I would just show you this. This is oh, someone asked about this last time. That's above me, obviously. That bridge up there, it's part of a set I bought from a craftsperson in Ukraine right before I moved, when I knew I didn't want a traditional cat tree. So, because I just don't have space, I live in a small place. So I decided to do a wall-mounted cat tree. I shopped a lot and looked around, but yeah, anyway, let's see if I can show you. Yeah, so he has steps that go up from the couch, and then over there is a platform bed, and then there's steps going down with a scratch thing, which he uses. This is my younger cat. He's only 11 months, and he sleeps up there all the time. It's nice and warm. There's actually a heat pipe going through the wall right about where I didn't plan it, but luckily for him, there's a heating pipe that goes right through the wall there that he is benefiting from. So it's nice and cozy up there. And yeah, so he uses that all the time. My older cat, who's super lazy, doesn't use it at all. He usually chooses lower perches for his rest. I don't even know where he is right now. He might be, I have a couple heat pads for the cats on various chairs around the apartment, so he's probably on one of them, the one in my bedroom. But yeah, so that's the story with that. I bought it on Etsy from a Ukraine craftsman, and I got it on sale. It was they're pretty expensive, so I got like a 20% or 30% discount. So it's pretty good, and it came very quickly. Here's the pile of unwrapped things. Yeah, all this. I really need to wrap. And somewhere in there is my son's birthday present, so that absolutely has to get pulled out and wrapped. Hey, happy Vlogmas 2. And this Vlogmas 2 is a summary of all the things that I've been up to this past week. Yeah, so it'll be like December 2nd through December 8th-ish. I say ish because I might be doing a couple things this evening. I'll see. Maybe what I'll do is add those. What I'm planning to do is put everything in sequential order of, as I filmed them. So there were times where I was like, oh, I need to explain this. And so I filmed it. So you pretty much saw all of that, a mixture of daily advents with info about different stuff as it occurred to me. So maybe if I do anything else tonight, I don't know if I will. It's 4 o'clock on Friday, December 8th. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So if you're new here, if you missed Vlogmas 1, you can go back and watch it. It'll be in a playlist, and I decided to make a separate Vlogmas playlist. And I'm going to do that for the past couple years too. I'm going to go back into YouTube and rearrange those so that people can easily find them in case they're interested, or if I talk about something that happened last year or the year before, you're going to be able to easily find them without having to search through all the videos. So yeah, you can go back and watch Vlogmas 1 from 2023. But my name is Shannon, in case you aren't gonna stop right here. And you can find me as Whiskey and Wool on Ravelry and on Instagram. Those are the best places to keep up with my knitting projects. So what you saw in this episode leading into me doing my little spiel here is my weekend in the Hamptons last weekend, just little snips of it, and of my friend's house. So some of the decor, if it looked different to you or unique, or you didn't remember seeing it in Vlogmas 1, it's because it was his house, not my house. He's got lovely taste, and his house is immaculate, and he's a little sensitive to me filming there, so I don't film a lot there, just generally. And I visit him out there in his house. He lives in New York City and this is like a weekend home for him. I visit him at his house every other month, I'd say, sometimes monthly. Yeah, he's because I now live really close to New York City, he's come over here for dinner, and it's been really fun to have him here, and he had a great time last time. He loved the restaurant we went to. He likes to go to the same place over and over, so I'm hoping that after the holiday season we can get into a routine where I'm meeting him in his neighborhood in Chelsea, New York, and I am Chelsea, which is a neighborhood in New York City, and he's coming here and visiting me once a week, like during the week, like a weekday. And then in the meantime, I can still go out and see him, visit him at his place where he really pampers me. So it's really nice. It's nice to have friends like that. There may be some choppy edits in this spiel right here in my chat with you, because I might be duplicating things that are already there. So I won't know till I sit down to edit. So I'll either cut them out in the lead up, or I'll cut them out of here. So if you see edits, that's what you're noticing. So a couple things. I did a little talk about Wally and Wiz. I know I remember filming that, and I think at that time I had said that most of all the flavors I had opened thus far were not unique, and they were in their normal lineup. But I think I've gotten into some unique flavors. So today was kumquat coated with yellow grapefruit, which just sounds like a citrus bonanza. So I'm excited for those. And then yesterday was also unique, and it is pomegranate coated with dragon fruit. There we go. And I have pretty much eaten one a day, but I'm 2 days behind because of the weekend away. The other thing I noticed a couple days ago as I was opening the gens, like I looked at this one. This is from the 6th. It's called Etsu. And I rotated the bottle, and I realized that there's a flag for the country of origin. So this is a product of Japan. I was like, oh, I didn't notice that. So I thought I was getting, the advent is called Fine Gens of the World, but for some reason I just thought I was getting a bunch of London Dries. So this one, the one I opened today, Glendalough, is from Scotland. And I've actually tried this gen, I'm pretty sure, unless this is a special. Well, it says Wild Botanical Gen, so it may be a special edition, but I've had Glendalough gen. Glendalough. You Scottish viewers will correct me, I'm sure. So yeah, so that's cool. Now I'm going to pay attention to that as I open them. I have not tried any of the gens yet. Maybe this weekend. And if I do, I'll chat with you about it. So that's that. Those are the advents. My Ching Fiber advent is en route. I think it's flying over. I think it was put on a plane yesterday, so it's probably landed in U.S. Customs today and being processed. So hopefully I'll have it by like Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday next week. Weirdly, the package was shipped from Germany, even though she's based in London, so I didn't really understand that. But maybe there was something that needed to get added, and that's why it went, I don't know. It was weird. We'll see. I'm sure it's fine. Totally sure it's fine. Sock update. I am nearly done with my oldest son's socks. I'm kind of like trying to get the things off the needles that need to get off the needles for Christmas Day or for my trip to Texas. So this is in that and this is included in that. So I finished one sock almost. I dropped a stitch when I bound off. Don't bind off in the dark at your friend's house when you've had a glass of wine or two or more. I don't even know. It's bottomless glass at his place, so it's kind of hard to keep track. So I try to drink real slow. Yeah, so I am in the home stretch here on the second sock. Probably have about 10 rows or so, maybe less, to get to the top where I can bind off. Still have plenty of yarn left for that. So yes, once these are finished, I may, probably tomorrow in the morning, I'll give you an update on what I have left to do, because I keep upping the ante on myself, like I do. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I don't want to spoil it too much here and spend time talking about something that I'm going to talk about anyway in the next episode, so you'll see more there. Okay, my Advent, you got an update yesterday. I just want to show you, or yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was when I had the, oh my god, something's really fucked up here. I don't know what. Sorry. I hope no little ones are around. So yeah, when I realized that there was something amiss, and it was partly me and partly just my own inexperience of knitting a 24 stripe sock from anybody. And, you know, I do like to knit DK, so I know that DK are longer. Oh my god, Kat, my little 11-month-old is super curious and trying to get into a tiny bit of space where there is none. Dude, no. Dude, no. No. Come on, get off the keyboard. There's no space here. Egg, come on. Skedaddle. Scoot. Can you get down, please? Aye. Oh my god. Freaking cat. Hopefully that wasn't too annoying. Alright, so I just wanted to show you in good light what's happening with the colors, because I am knitting this in the morning. I always knit a little bit in the morning of something. Just as I'm drinking my coffee, it helps me wake up. I have hypothyroid disease, so I take medication in the morning to get my metabolism going, and it just, like, I wake up very groggy. I guess it's kind of a long way to say I wake up very groggy every morning, so I need about, you know, half an hour to 45 minutes just for everything to just feel normal, like I do now. So anyway, I knit every morning. I've been knitting this every morning, and this is where I'm at. Just to give you an idea of the colors, I actually really love that the cuff is here. I know I said that yesterday, but if you remove those two colors, you can see, like, this is a gradient of green and this is a gradient of blue-green. And so if she keeps going like in that, along that line, it should be really nice. I know she said the theme is light to dark, and clearly this is the dark side. And I think what she's talking about are cool tones to warm tones. So it sounds like the foot is going to be like pink and orange and yellow, like the more warm tones. And somewhere in the middle will be purple, I guess. I don't know. The transitional colors. Although there were probably a lot of ways she could have done it. So that's where I'm at with this. And I'm liking it much better now. It's fitting my foot much better now that I've added extra stitches. And I tried it on. It fits fine. Where the other one was really kind of a little too snug. And you know, now I'm not worried about the leg length being like up above my knee, because now I'm at 8 days and I have, what? I'm a third of the way through the sock. So what I'll do is probably, you know, when I think this is about the length I need for my foot. So if I'll probably also do the toe in a color because I don't want to have a knee sock. I guess it's gonna be kind of long. I don't know. So I have at least another 6 to 8 colors to go in the leg. So it's a while. It's a while. My other knits, I have not knit. I'm going to show you the crescendo blouse real fast by the Knit Pro Girl, because I have worked on this a little bit. So what I probably knit another inch or so on the body. So this is crescendo blouse. I've knit the yoke and I've knit a lot of the body. I have about 4 or 4.5 inches more, maybe 5 inches more to go on the length, and then I'm doing the rib, and then I'll move on to the sleeves. So yeah, so that's about all I can say about this. I really want to get it done because I'm planning to make a twinsy sweater for my granddaughter. So I would like to have this done so I could take it with me to Texas, and we can twin. Although hers I haven't even cast on. But I still have time. Like, that's going to be like a 5-day project, so it'll go pretty fast. Oh, I also wanted to say, super excited that the Pantone color of the year is Peach Fuzz, because I'm ready with my Peach Fuzz right here. Although this is a little brighter, but still. I didn't talk about the yarns. I'll do that. Kumo in Floral Morganite, which should be familiar if you are a fan, a Lobby and May fan. So this Lobby and May Kumo, which is a Suri silk blend, and then I'm holding it double with a fingering weight from Olan, hand dyed, out of Cork, recently closed for a second time, at least, or she's taking a pause, whatever. So yeah, Olan hand dyed sock light in the color. Well, this one says oh okay, but it's actually, she did name it by the time I got the second skein, and it's Obelisk. Okay, it's regular sock yarn. I think it's like an 80-20 superwash nylon. Yeah, superwash nylon 80-20 blend. I was hoping this would get me to the end, but I don't know if it's going to. We'll see. We'll see. I might be pushing it. I might be scrambling for some like colored mini skeins or something that I can use to finish off the sleeves. We'll see. The sleeves are, if I make them the way she has them in the pattern, they do end like around here, like right just past the elbow, or maybe at the elbow. I'll probably bring them down to like the middle of my forearm. That would be what I would like to do. See if it works. Yeah, so the Stripy Unicorn by Joji Locatelli that I've been working on, I did not stitch one stitch since I last showed you, and same with the Rumble Raglan that I'm making with mini skeins. I did really want that done for Christmas, but I'm gonna, actually that will be, I really like to have something slightly complicated for plane rides, just because I think it's good, it's good for me mentally to get involved in a, you know, when you're in a confined space and you really can't move around much, to get your mind mentally engaged. So I'll probably have like an ebook that I'm listening to, an audiobook, and I'll work on that, because that does take a little more, it's not a lot more brain power, but a little bit more brain power. Last, what has been occupying me, so again, Texas focused here, for my son's father-in-law. So I'm making this for him. This is, anyway, these are very fast knit. You knit on 6mm needles, which is a US size 10. It's, you know, pretty straightforward. You can duplicate stitch. I give you a letter chart. You can duplicate stitch on a name, or you can knit it doing color work. I like to knit doing color work. mostly because I've been crappy at duplicate stitch, but I've gotten better at duplicate stitch, so maybe, maybe. I'm doing this motif here. It's a snowflake motif, variation 1 from Christmas Stockings 2, and I just modified it a bit because the novelty yarn that I'm using for it is like this rainbow slub, and it is really chunky, so I just did 1 row of striped instead of 2. The pattern calls for 2 rows here, and it should still be fine lengthwise and stuff. Anyway, as I was saying, this pattern, the Arctic Winter Stocking, like if you just like take the basic sock style pattern, is a more generous sized in the ankle and foot area than the Christmas Stocking 1 and 2. Just because I learned, and I really feel like my Arctic Winter Stocking pattern is like on point with the way that it is written. It's driving me crazy about the tree. I'm just gonna look right now real quick if the tree motif is, I'm pretty sure it's in, yeah, it's in the Arctic Winter, and you'll see both Mommy and Poppy, the letters on the stocking. And I did the name across here, but you're welcome to do whatever you like. I mean, it's your stocking, so you could do it here if you wanted, or you could do it, you know, in a vertical pattern or something like that. So yeah, so those stockings have never been used, the ones that are pictured, but I'm using them this year, so we'll see. Okay. I probably said before that I actually ended up buying enough yarn for 4 stockings. This one I had picked for the father-in-law, this color, and then I have 3 others that will be part of my collection. One I'm very excited about. I bought this like icy blue. You probably saw it earlier, Rococo blue, and it is gonna, and I dug through my Christmas yarn box and found this lovely color, which did get featured in Christmas Stockings 1 and 2, but I have enough of this really gorgeous stuff, and I have a dab of white, so I may hold this with the white to give it some heft because it's a little bit thin. Although I don't know, we'll see how it works. I might have to, you know, kind of knit a row and see how I like it, and then maybe rip it back or whatever. But this is just gonna be so pretty. I'm so excited, so excited. So I'm definitely doing this one, and then if I can figure out what motif I want on the red one that I have, I might do that. I'm not inclined to make a polar bear again. It was cute, but that was specific. My son really wanted a polar bear because he went to a college where a polar bear is the mascot, and polar bears are just like have been part of his life since then. So probably even before that. I mean, polar bears are cool. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not inclined to do that. I don't feel the need to have, he can have the only polar bear in the family. So my thought was, like, in the future, if they come to me to spend Christmas, whether, you know, they come to my neighborhood here or we end up renting a house in the countryside or something for a future Christmas, they'll bring their stockings. So if I think about the collective whole, then yeah, I can think about theirs too. So I also I made my daughter-in-law's using like the pink version. I feel like I've already said this. So I have a pink tweed version of this. So that's what I used for her, and for some reason I probably didn't know how much yarn I would need for one stocking. I have extra. I have enough to make another full stocking. So those will be the 2 or 3 editions total. So the light blue, the pink tweed, and the red. And you can see, like, I really like non-traditional colors for stockings. I kind of embrace all the pretty colors. I don't really like traditional dark green, dark red colors necessarily when it comes to decor. But, you know, I have those colors around. I just am not, I'm not restricting myself to only those colors. I kind of like that. I really like pink and blue being in there, like the pastel colors being in the mix as well. My usual stuff. Oh my God, I'm so glad it's the weekend. I'm so glad that report is done that I had to do earlier. Oh, that was like hanging over my head for the past 2 weeks, and I'm just glad, relieved it's sealed and delivered. Yeah, I still have grading to do. Grading will be a constant thing. Actually, right up till July 1st. So I am never not teaching except July and August. So I get breaks though. I do get breaks from it, like for a week or so or a handful of days. So I have grading because it's the end of the year. So one of my classes, I'm behind a week with their stuff, so I'm going to try to get that done tomorrow. And then my other class, I am all up to date, but they're giving me their final papers next week. And then I start up doing a winter class, and I'm doing my feminist class, which I really, really love. And once, if I can complete the grading before I go from fall, before I go to Texas, I should have a break until after Christmas from grading because my other class will be preparing to submit their first paper probably right after the first week, after the holidays, like right after Christmas, in that week between Christmas and New Year's. And then they hand in 2 other papers before Martin Luther King Day. So yeah, it's always something, always something. That's where I'm at. I hope you enjoyed this Vlogmas, and I hope you're enjoying my long format where I just kind of mash all the days together, because otherwise you'd get some really short, like 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there, and there'd be commercials in between because YouTube adds commercials at the beginning and the end. This way, you're just getting commercials at the beginning and the end of a week. So I think it's win-win for you, at least. I hate commercials. I hate watching them. And I'm resisting subscribing to YouTube and going commercial free because, yeah, it seems like a lot of money, but I just have to weigh it. I may do that in the new year. We'll see. One of my sons is like, just do it. Kids, right? You boss them around, then they boss you around. I shouldn't say that. It's actually, I didn't feel bossy. He was just like, I appreciate their opinions so much, and I value and respect their thoughts on things. So, like we all should, right? Okay, leaving now. Bye.
Skein.